Alright, so for the Cutting Room 101, I got to choose a topic this week, and since we already did most overrated movies, I think we should do underrated movies, because underrated movies are a way for us to show movies that we really like to other people by expressing our opinions about these movies. Now, I have two choices in mind, Cloverfield and The Mist. Both these movies are kind of like monster movies, and they're both type of scary movies. Both of them did not get great reviews from anybody I know. They got mild reviews, and some people liked it, some people didn't. A lot of people I know hated it, and I'm trying to express why I like these films so much. The Mist is written by Stephen King. It was an original novel from Stephen King, and people just don't like it as much as I do. It's like, I think it was one of the most awesome thrillers I have seen in 2007. It's probably one of my favorite movies of 2007. The Mist is just really good. It's got Thomas Jane from The Punisher. He did an excellent job. It just shows like what people would go through in a situation where like something is happening, like how crazy they would go, or how like absurd people can be in a situation where there's monsters around. I mean, it really goes into the thought of what would be going on in the minds of people during this, which is why I really like this movie. And I guess the same thing can be going for Cloverfield. I mean, Cloverfield is like a mockumentary of a monster movie. You have this kid holding a camera the entire time the monster is attacking New York City, which I thought was an ingenious idea. No wonder J.J. Abrams produced this movie, and Matt Reeves directed it, and he did a fantastic job directing. I love monster movies. I love Godzilla, and I love a bunch of other monster movies. King Kong, for example, even though he's not really a monster, I consider that a monster movie from like the old original King Kong. So yeah, I really have a liking to monster movies. I mean, I can prove it right here. I mean, I got the whole Godzilla collection. And Cloverfield, I feel, did a fantastic job. The CGI was not choppy and it wasn't cheap at all. CGI was very well done. The light went off on my computer. I'm really mad at that, but let's continue. The Cloverfield movie is really good, and it was so underrated. I mean, it had a great idea for trailers, like to build up to hype to Cloverfield, because nobody really knew what Cloverfield was. Everybody thought it was another Godzilla movie, which I thought originally when I first saw the trailer in 2006. But when 2007 came around and I saw Cloverfield, I loved it. It was awesome. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I give it a 10 out of 10. The Mist, I don't give it 10 out of 10. I give it a 9 out of 10. I like that movie, but I don't give it a 10 out of 10. I don't give it a perfect rating. So those are my two underrated movies. I know I didn't do any cutting throughout this entire video because I have to study for a test. But I just wanted to get my opinion out there of my two underrated movie picks. And yeah, that is it from me. I'm Anthony Mine. Stay tuned tomorrow for Mike's Movie Show for his underrated picks, and I'll see you guys later.